longer we stick around here, the easier it gets. Here's something that she said that I shared with my ladies group last Thursday, and I said I'm sharing that again on Sunday. It's good for us all. If you have been a very negative person who criticizes yourself and everyone else and sees life through negative eyes, then it may take some time for you to turn that around. If you do this, you need to be patient with yourself. Don't get angry with yourself because you're not doing it fast enough. Don't get angry with yourself because you're not doing it fast enough. This is a common thing for me because it is something that is part of my path too. And when I say to you, I get it that those feelings are normal, those feelings of frustration, or those feelings of I'm not doing it fast enough. I am right there with you as that human being. But I also have the tools that remind me again and again and again to go up to that higher place in my mind where my consciousness says I can conceive of something better. So we want to acknowledge the feelings. Please don't bury them. That was my little joke about the glass of wine. It's the temptation to want to just numb it out. We want to acknowledge I'm feeling frustrated, I'm feeling a little impatient, I'm feeling like I'm not going fast enough. And then often what we need to do is take a break. Because some of us, if we try to push ourselves harder, I got to work harder, I got to work faster, I got to push more, we're just going to make ourselves more angry, and we're not going to get anywhere. You know which ones you are. If you're the one who needs the kick in the butt, you know who you are. Most of us do well with a little gentleness, which is why I lit the candle for gentleness. For me, when I'm having those feelings, rather than pushing myself harder, I say, it's time to take a break, Sean. It's time to back up. It's time to sit down and get quiet and get still and connect with the God of my understanding. Take a break. It doesn't matter whether it's 5 minutes, 5 days, or 5 months. Take the break. Get quiet. And in this quiet space, begin to not only tap into the God of your understanding, but ask for guidance. Listen. We spend so much time talking. Listen. Listen. So we've already acknowledged, we've already gotten off our back. We're listening. We're asking the inner spirit to guide us. And as we listen, organically, what happens more often than not is that we are given some hint about our next step. So when we make the decision about what is my next step, what is my one step at a time, it's not something that we've cogitated to try to figure out, what do I do, what do I do? It's inside. Sometimes my body language, doesn't it ever feel that way to you? It's like that, it's like, ah, like I'm trying so hard. That's how it feels to me. Where really what I'm being called is to say, don't try to figure it out right now. Don't try to take that next step with that feeling. Get real quiet and listen. Okay. Let's try this next step. Oh, a prayer? Oh, let me sit with that prayer. Let me see what's coming up with this prayer. What's my guidance? I think I'm going in this direction. Take that step. This was successful. Let me get quiet again. Let me do the next prayer. Let me listen. Here's my next step. You see, that helps us make that next step so that as we make each of those little successes, and Mary, the story was perfect because of what he had to do. Figure out one thing at a time. That's what we're doing too. Just figure out one thing. We keep the whole idea in mind, but figure out this one thing. And when we do the listening, and when we do the prayer, and when we have the success, we need to celebrate. Yeah, this is good. Celebrate my progress. I moved forward. Because if you're anything like those of us who like to beat ourselves up, that there's a little voice back there that says, yeah, great, you had that success, but you're not there yet. Hey, babe. You had that success. Yay! Good for you, right? You have that success. Whatever it is, you can apply this anywhere in your life. That thing I asked you to think about. All right, one small step is enough. And then we let ourselves celebrate. And what I've learned along the way is I do not have to have the plan for you. I do not have to know exactly what this is going to look like. So yesterday at our retreat meeting, there was a couple times where I started to get a little, okay, breathe, because there's so many great ideas, and the next thought was, how are we going to do it all? But I would stop myself in a heartbeat. I don't have to know. None of us have to know. And then what I've learned in my own life is I don't have to know every single part of the plan. I just need to know that's the goal. That's where I'm heading. And as I take one small step, I will be drawn to it. All I need to do right now is believe that this is a good thing. All I need to do is deepen my trust that I'm going to be guided along the way. All I need to do right now is keep that end in mind and take one step. So back to the broccoli. That one piece of broccoli, if you're not a broccoli eater, that one piece, that's huge progress for you. If you're a person who's always at vegetables and you eat that piece of broccoli today, you celebrate that broccoli. That one piece of broccoli every day is going to make a bigger difference in your health. That one push-up that I mentioned at the beginning, okay, obviously one, if it's your very first day, that may be all you can expect yourself to do. I did one push-up today, celebrate it. Rather than, oh, I only did one. Celebrate the one push-up. And then tomorrow do 2, and the next day do 3, and the next day do 4. We tend to think I have to be able to do 25 push-ups. And then don't give ourselves the slack, because today we did 3. How many of you are like that? How many of you think, I need to be able to do 25 push-ups, and it's not good enough until I get there? Anybody like that, or is it only me? Come on, fess it up. Thank you. I don't want to think I'm up here all by myself. So noticing that that feeling came up is part of the thing. I'm getting upset with myself because I didn't get to the 25 today. Can I say, very good, I did 2 today? And can I say, very good, I ate 3 pieces of broccoli today? Or whatever your thing is. It's just such a wonderful reminder. We don't plant a seed and expect to eat peaches tomorrow. We plant a seed and we expect the tree to grow in its own time. And eventually we will get the peaches. Right? You don't plant the seed today and expect the peaches tomorrow, do you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. And then do you yell at the peach tree when it doesn't? Take that statement and apply it. I don't plant the seed for this new piece of education and expect to get my degree tomorrow. I don't plant the seed for a new relationship and expect that person to just magically show up tomorrow. It can happen like that. It certainly can, because there's no time with God. But we need to celebrate progress along the way, to celebrate the little wins, the little steps. And one step at a time, with the end in mind, is enough when we are consistent with it. Holding that end in mind. So let me let you hear what our founder has to say. He says there's a law of unfoldment. He says, man, I'm going to talk to you. There's a law of unfoldment in you, which says that you can advance only by going from where you are to the place where you'd like to be. The way to work is to begin right where you are. It follows then that the range of your possibilities at this present time doesn't extend far beyond the range of your present concepts. As you bring yourself, you, to a greater vision, we induce a greater concept and thereby demonstrate more in your experience. The way to proceed is to begin right where you are. Begin right where you are, knowing that one small step, one step at a time with the end in mind, is enough. I said at the beginning, there's those 2 things. One of them is that as a human being, we will always be growing and changing and evolving and going towards the next accomplishment and moving through the next challenge. And through all of that, let us remember that as spiritual beings, we are already whole and perfect and complete And that one source that created us will move us through every step of our